Hey, good morning. Jairam here from Almas. Welcome to our morning update. This week should go down as one of the historical week because post COVID, we saw first time three major central banks moving towards normalizing their monetary policy. Fed has indicated rate hikes in 2022. Bank of England, following their surprise no rate cut in November, moved into a surprise rise of rate in this meeting. ECB also cut down on their bond buying program under PEPP, and their projection of inflation indicates that probably we will have a rate hike much earlier than earlier expected. So UK becomes the first major central bank to actually hike the benchmark rate since the pandemic began. And this hike is in response to the danger posed by surging prices, with this week's inflation jumping to 5.1%, more than double the central bank's target, despite the challenges posed by Omicron virus. And Bailey has actually said we have to take action, what is needed to address the inflation pressure, hinting at more persistent price pressures and a tight labor market. ECB's hawkish surprise in its decision to end the emergency bond buys in March, but double the pace of longer running asset purchase program to ease the transition was slightly unexpected. Some analysts had actually expected bigger amount for the asset purchase program, while ECB's higher inflation outlook to 3.2 from 1.7 has added a hawkish edge to the event. So the bank softened the blow with a high dose of policy flexibility regarding asset purchases and reinvestments. Again, quite a few ECB members were against continuing the bond buying program. Although Lagarde said that under the present circumstances, very unlikely to see a rate hike in 2022. She also indicated that activity could pick up in 2022, just keeping the door open for any action. On the EM side, Mexico raised their rate by 0.25%. That was well expected. But standing out was Turkey Central Bank, who once again shrugged off the currency crisis and rising inflation and cut the rate by 1% to 14%. So while this is also expected, but they also said the accompanying statement that easing cycle may be on the pause early next year. We also have some important macro data from UK and Europe, like the retail sales from UK, PPI and IFO from Germany, inflation from Eurozone, as well as the construction output index. US data slate is very clean today. On the dollar index, recent US data has been weaker, both retail sales, then fully fed business expectations, and the manufacturing PMI that was, the early estimate that was published yesterday. Whereas services have been holding up. Dollar index, as I've been mentioning, is overbought, and these moves by UK and European central banks have supported the respective currencies. And in the process, dollar index has been correcting lower. Technicals indicate that the correction can move much deeper. As we move into the last couple of weeks of the year, liquidity should come down. Any moves can get exaggerated. Still, dollar being overbought, my preference would be to see lower dollar. On the USD INR, we did not break 76.30 on a closing basis in the onshore market. Some intense selling has been seen from exporters. I think that will sustain in the next few days as we, get into the thinner market conditions. IT companies will be keen to complete their hedging programs in the coming days. And I don't think any major outflows are also lined up. Only challenge for the rupee would be the unwinding of Euro INR and GBP INR crosses, but that will be balanced by the supplies. So we should expect a narrow range today between 75 and 75.20 or 25. Stick to my estimate of forecast of range for December between 75.50 and 76.40. Thank you.
Thanks, JK. Yesterday in US market, the Treasury yield curve steepened despite of a Fed checked all the hawkish boxes. US 2-year yields dropped by 6 basis, whereas the 10-year yield dropped by 2 basis. This is contrary to expectations of yields going higher. There's a decent amount of a move happened yesterday in gold. Gold prices moved higher by almost 2% till now from the Fed policy time, and now trading above 1800. This is first time in the month of December. With December 2021, gold is trading higher than $1,800. And I think this moved in along with the weakness in DXY. Cryptos are also moving in range, not much action there, but Bitcoin is dealing around 48,000 per unit, $48,000 per unit. Other Asian emerging market countries, another one is that Indonesia kept the rates unchanged and indicated that they will maintain interest rates and will normalize according to their requirement. Post that, IDR depreciated marginally by 0.5% to 14,380. 10-year GSEC yield closed at 638 and likely to deal in the range of 636 to 640 today. Reuters generally conduct a polls, and in that poll about the currency shows that the bullish bet on Chinese currency is highest in last 6 months, whereas the bearish bet on INR is highest in last 20 months. It is higher than the April 2020 when dollar PH reached at 76, around those 76, 80, 85 levels around that period of time. And if dollar rupee closes here or somewhere near, this will be the 4th consecutive calendar year where the rupee has depreciated. Yeah, that's all from me. Have a nice day.